Good evening, all. It gives me immense pleasure in inviting you for the third weekly speaker meeting for this Rotary year 21-22. May I now request the President to call her himself and call the meeting to order.
This Rotary Club of Guindy weekly speaker meeting called to order.
Okay. May I now request Rotarian Muthukannan to present the four-way test.
Four-way test. Of the things we think, say, or do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you.
Thank you, Rotarian Muthukannan. That was so nice. May I now request Rotarian Pranay to present the thought for the day. Pranayji, you can unmute. Pranayji? Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah, thank you, Pranayji.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Thought of the day. When God blesses you financially, don't raise your standard of living, raise your standard of giving. Thank you.
Fantastic, Pranayji. So nice, so apt. May I now request President Motish to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, Secretary. Good evening to one and all. My heartfelt welcome to our today's speaker, Mr. Ravi Ramanathan, for joining with us in the Zoom for our weekly speaker meeting. I welcome all our club members and co-presidents for this wonderful weekly speaker meeting on effective leadership through public speaking. It is immense pleasure in inviting Mr. Ravi Ramanathan for this weekly speaker meeting, and happy to say that he is my first client. I have started my career as contractor, and my first project has been awarded by him. So I'm very much happy that today is being a speaker of one of our club meeting. Friends, words have incredible power. They can make people's heart soar. They can make people's heart soar. So how by improving our public speaking skill will help to convey our vision to the team or employees or to the audience and get hooked to them or get hooked to us what we want to convey to them. Definitely this weekly speaker meeting will be more useful and helpful for our members. Definitely our members are already or thoughtful leaders. Definitely it will help them to increase furthermore to them. Thank you, Secretary.
Fantastic, President. That was a beautiful welcome address. You're right that yes, today's speaker meeting will add great value in Rotarians' day-to-day activities and try to improve their leadership skill also. Having said that, may I now request Rotarian Srikanth Anandal to present the information on his avenue. Srikanthji.
Thank you, Madan. I would like to first start with something that we did on Monday. Motish and we took a trip to Alathur because one of the things that we wanted to do was there is a requirement for constructing toilets to remove open defecation in Alathur. As you know, Alathur is our, we want to make Alathur as a model village. And so one of the things that we are trying to do is to provide toilets to people who currently don't have one. And last year there was a plan to roll out about 20 toilets. That didn't happen. So this year we are taking that initiative. And as a part of it, the first thing that we did was to do a pilot. And good thing is the pilot was completely designed by our president. He has come up with something, a very novel idea of building a toilet, having it installed, building a toilet at a much lower cost than what it would normally cost, and also having it installed in a matter of about 6 to 8 hours. Okay, so it's totally modular also. The other thing is it's completely modular. So tomorrow you realize that this is not something that is being used, you can just move it and about 70% of the parts can be used as such also, so that it can be given to someone else also. So that way, we started this around 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning. And by 7 o'clock, when we were leaving Alatur, at that time, it was also handed over to the person. So the entire operation just took about 7 or 8 hours, and completely it was done. It was functional also. We just had to wait for the curing to happen. Other than that, everything else was ready. So now the toilet has been handed over, and it could be put to use also as such. So this is a pilot that's been done now. Now we are just working out the exact cost so that we can probably start doing it a lot more. So we are collecting the information in terms of how many toilets that are needed, and based on that, we'll go through the board approval and see how we can roll out to a wider audience also as well. So that is something that happened. It was a very satisfying day and wonderful job done by President's team also in terms of designing it and getting it executed in a very short span of time. And the other thing that we wanted to do is a tree plantation. There is a plan on August 15th to do tree plantation. Apart from that, we want to do a flag hoisting and some kids activities are planned. Our Avenue Chairman Sriram is planning this along with the Sevapet Boys Hostel team there. And so we will have some fun activities there on 15th. Additional information regarding that will come very soon on that. Regarding pond restoration, currently it is temporarily halted because of rain, because the vehicle is not able to go down into the pond and do some work. So as of now, it's just a temporary halt. We'll start, supposed to start today. I don't have an update yet. If some work was done, it will still continue tomorrow and day after tomorrow, so that a lot more progress will be seen. And the last thing that I just wanted to update was the boys hostel. The remaining work is getting done. So in the next few days, it will be complete. So we also have few other activities, project the pipeline for the community services development. We'll update it once we go through the board for approval also. That's all from me, Madan.
Fantastic, Srikanth. Thanks for all the information. It was so nice to hear that the toilet project is taking shape, and then it's a team project of RCG also. So
we expect a lot from that. So I'm sure it might become a signature project. So we believe that a lot can be done on that, and hopefully I think it will come to fine. Thank you.
Fantastic. Motish, do you want to add anything on this project? Any inputs from you?
No.
Fantastic. Okay. So nice. Yeah. May I now thank you, Srikanth. May I now request Dr. Anuradha to present the information on her avenue. Dr. Anuradha.
Yeah. Good evening. Thank you, Madanji. And regarding community service, as this week we are celebrating as breast milk week from 1st of August to 8th of August. We are starting our first project as breast awareness program at Egmore Maternity Hospital. This Saturday by 8 a.m. in the morning, we are celebrating, and we are giving awareness program to the maternity ward. Around we are covering 100 plus newly delivered pregnant ladies and newly delivered mothers. And this project we are doing with the RMO of Maternity Hospital, Dr. Vidya, and we are inviting our First Lady, Punita ma'am, and the guest of honor, we are inviting District Chairman Inner Wheel 323, Mrs. Kamala Selvam, and Radha will be the chairman, the commuter service director, and we are planning to start the project with breast milk awareness, and every month from RCG we'll be doing one project from maternity and child welfare in Egmore Maternity and Child Care Hospital. Thank you.
And fantastic, Anuradha ji. Drive safely. I hope you are
No,
not
I just
driving.
parked. I'm parked in the corner
Okay,
and
which
I
is
put
better.
parking.
Better. That's what. But I could see moving lights. I thought you are driving. It's
No,
good
no,
that
no,
you're
not
not
at
driving.
all.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Fantastic. So nice of you. Thanks for the avenue information, Dr. Anu.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, thanks. Yeah, moving forward. Now, I request Ann Sivagami Ramanathan Senior to introduce.
Madan sir, before that, I think few avenues messages are there. I just know
Please,
with respect of avenue directors, I will complete it.
Please.
With respect to occasional service, we have visited Mahabalipuram on. We visited Mahabalipuram as an occasional visit on 31st of July. Around 24 members has been participated. It is very good insight about the Mahabalipuram. That is, we felt that we went to 7th century area, that is of Pallava dynasty, and a lot of hidden treasures that has to be promoted. When after visiting, what we felt is in Western countries, they promote the things actually, but we failed to promote. There are a lot of hidden treasure and hidden history about our Mahabalipuram there, which is in our backyard of our Chennai. I think we should take forward that and promote these things in a bigger level. And also our vocational service, this month the vocational service director also planning to have a factory visit. She is working on identifying any chocolate factory or industries for vocational visit. And also she is closely working with Mathu Tailoring Unit coordinator to make that more functional. With respect to membership avenue, we had a Roaring Riders on Roaring Riders. We have a drive from the Roaring Riders team of our RCG under the name of Friendship and Fellowship leads to membership. Being August is a membership month. On August 1st, it was very happy that we have started that road trip by super bikes. Around 20 members has been participated. We started from Malandur metro station and went up to Haritam, and we came back, and from district membership director of the district chairman has flagged off the event. It happened wonderfully. And also in community service under disease and prevention, we are planning for a blood donation camp on August 28th. Again, under youth service and under literacy class, we are starting our first class tomorrow around 6 to 7 p.m. We are planning to have a first class tomorrow under literacy class to the Avadi class. Under youth service, we are having a flag hosting on 15th August in 5 schools. So I request members to participate in the flag host wherever possible in the 5 schools, wherever you're living nearby. Please kindly volunteer and kindly participate. Thank you, Secretary.
Fantastic, President. Thanks for all the avenue information on behalf of the directors and the chairmen. So nice of you. May I now request our Ann Sivagami Ramanathan Senior to introduce the guest speaker. My sincere thanks to you, madam, for accepting to introduce the guest speaker for the day, madam.
Oh, most welcome.
Yeah.
Good evening, fellow
Please go ahead,
RCGians.
madam.
It gives me great pleasure this evening to introduce to you our guest speaker for the first weekly meeting of August 2021. Mr. Ravi Ramanathan, the director of Ramanathan's Effective Public Speaking Institute, is an experienced trainer. He has specialized experience in designing and conducting innovative training programs for the public, as well as hosting in-house training programs for various corporates in India and abroad. Academically, Mr. Ravi Ramanathan is a chartered accountant and a cost accountant. He worked in L&T for about 6 years, before which his passion for training influenced him to quit his corporate job and become a full-fledged trainer. Mr. Ravi has been conducting training programs for the past 29 years. He has hosted over 3,700 such innovative programs, and more than 80,000 people have benefited from his guidance. In fact, his bio includes a list of about 216 corporates that he has conducted trainings at. It is an impressive list where the who's who of the Indian and global business groups have benefited from his rich experience. Mr. Ravi is a powerful speaker, trainer, and leader. He enjoys conducting these interactive training programs. Mr. Ravi has the flexibility to build a rapport with all levels of his participants. His mission in life is to impart skills to his audience, showcase their latent skills, draw them out, and motivate them to realize their potential. For his contribution in the field of training, he has received awards like Outstanding Your Person Award from the Junior Chamber, Guiding Star Award from the Lions Club of Madras City. Ravi has also given several interviews to many TV channels, both in India and abroad. Mr. Ravi, it gives me great pleasure to invite you to today's RCG meeting as our guest speaker. I'm sure my fellow RCGians will be waiting to pick up cues from you on how to become a better public speaker. It's a privilege to have you on board with us for our session today. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Mr. Ravi Ramanathan.
Thank you, madam. It was so nice, so beautiful, and so crisp. Thanks for the intro. Over to you, Mr. Ravi.
All right. Good evening. Energy from all of you. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Yeah. I'm very proud of him because I know how he started his life and today is doing so well. The president of the club for having invited me, and also the secretary and all the Madan and Mr. Bala and all the others who are responsible, and Ma'am Shivagami who introduced me so well, and Dr. Anuradha, everyone. So let's give a big hand to all the organizers. Can we give a big hand? All right. Is my voice okay, or should I increase my voice?
No, sir.
Okay?
Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
This yes. Janaki Raman, is he, by the way, from CPCL, Chennai Petroleum? Chennai Petroleum, Janaki Raman?
Janaki Raman, sir? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's here, sir.
No, is he from Chennai Petroleum? Because I know when Janaki Raman is called Jani from CPC. All right, no, no. Thank you, Motish, once again for calling me. It's a privilege to speak in front of Rotarians. In fact, I remember my mother some years ago. My mother and father were my gurus, under whom I learned everything. And my mother received this award from you. What is that? Guidance Star Award? No. What is that award that you give normally to people? Vocational Excellence Award.
Vocational, yeah.
Amma received some years ago Vocational Excellence Award from Rotary Club. One of the Rotary clubs, I don't remember which Rotary, for her contribution in the field of public speaking. So I have spoken in a lot of Rotaries, and I'm very proud to speak in front of Motish's and all of you, your club. Okay, let me get to the bar start. How much time is given? About half an hour.
Yeah, max.
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
I'll try to keep it crisp and to the point. See, seeing all of you, especially the way Madan was speaking, I don't think he needs any training in public speaking. On the contrary, he can start giving public speaking training. That is how he sounded. So also Motish and so many of you. But still, some of us are diffident and shy. It is not easy to stand up and address. Okay, in a Zoom meeting, you don't get to see many people have hidden their faces. So in a Zoom meeting, it's okay. But when you have a live audience, 200 people looking at you, it is not easy. When you see everyone looking at you, piercing into your eyes, you suddenly feel out of the world. You don't feel, you don't know what to do. This is what is called a stage fright. Indira Gandhi had it. Imagine a person as great as Indira Gandhi had it. And she used to say, I used to squeak and not speak. So all of us have had this quota of fear, nervousness. And then we have done it several times, and over a period of time, we have mastered this skill. Nevertheless, for those who need some tidbits or some hints on this, I'm here to provide that. And at the end, if you have any question, you can always ask me. Now, absolutely. I spoke a little fast. Is it okay, or should I reduce it?
No, I think, yeah, the pace is very clear, sir. I mean, people are able to follow. Yeah, should not be a problem. You can go.
So as I was telling you, public speaking is nothing but enlarged conversation, and that is required for two reasons. As you grow up in the corporate ladder, you need to address people confidently. Let your boss be there. Let the number one in the organization be there. Let the clients, the top people in the clients list be there. You should be able to talk. But I don't know whether you'll be able to talk in front of Madan, in front of your wife. The moment Mrs. Madan comes, you may probably falter also. Correct, Madan?
Absolutely, sir.
In Malayalam, they call it BP, Bharya Pedi. Bharya means wife. So we all have Pondati Bayam. So we have that diffidence and diffidence to speak in front of people. So once you're able to do that, you can face any audience, and your the success, the ladder is faster. That's definitely yes. I've seen 7 of us in L&T when I used to work. Only 7 of us could speak in front of the entire audience. In fact, 3 times I have hosted the sports day, speaking for 3 hours and keeping people entertained. And that is why the whole office would know me, the whole people will know me. And these 7 people, including me, we have all, by God's grace, risen up quite well. In fact, one person continued to work in L&T and today is the CEO and managing director. His name is S.N. Subramanian. He is my very good friend. We were colleagues in L&T and today has become #1 in L&T, and the entire world L&T is #1. So to that extent, people grow. And he joined his career as an engineer trainee, GET, graduate engineering trainee. And that's how he started. And today has become CEO and managing director. To that extent, you grow, your leadership is automatically accepted. When you stand up and address, people look upon you and look at you with an awe. For those who are not able to, so this is what will happen, and automatically they look up at you for any small problems and they expect you to give your reply for that. So slowly you start becoming leader. Even when you go to a hotel, you start ordering. For example, this morning I had gone to Kadalur for a religious function, and we went to a hotel and about 10 of us were there, and invariably I ordered for everyone, but the bill was paid by somebody else. So whether you pay the bill or whether you are the really leader, once you have that quality, someone Ravi, okay, Ravi, you tell order for all of us. So I said, what do you want? And I started ordering. So wherever you go, you get accepted because of your ability to confidently talk. So the byproduct of public speaking is confidence. Your ability to interact with people, feeling that you're equal to people. That is the main byproduct, and that is the reason people like us, people like me, are called by organizations to train their people in public speaking. You'll be surprised, even MRF MD, now he has become the chairman, Vinu Maman, his son Rahul, all of them have taken our course. Why? You are able to speak in front of people, you become a leader, you get accepted, you get that confidence, you feel you can handle any situation because you have the gift of the gab. And that is why public speaking is recommended for everyone, and even for students, it is recommended. Now, you have to battle. How do you battle? You have to, if you fail once, doesn't matter, go back. Tell yourself, I'm not a failure. I failed in my attempt to speak. Next time you go. I remember in 8th standard, I was not able to say one word. I just said strike, strike. And it was Gitanjali recitation. And I couldn't say a word. And they said, they gave me a certificate for having participated. And the same Ravi Ramanathan never gave up. I got trained by my parents. And I was wondering how my father can speak for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 hour without a note in his hand. And by God's grace, I am able to speak for 4 hours with just a 10-minute bathroom break without a paper in my hand. 4 hours, I give lecture 9 to 1, and people are glued to the seats. By God's grace. Why I'm saying this is because we all have that talent in us. How are we going to develop that fluency? How are we going to develop that ideas? How the ideas will flow? That is where the problem is. Suppose I make a fool of myself, then people will laugh at me. So people don't venture into that, and they become ordinary people with ordinary growth. So let us battle that. Let us not stay in the cocoon. We have to come out of that. And that's the reason. One of the, can I share the screen now?
Please, sir. Please, sir. Yes,
I'll
sir.
share the screen. It's few slides only. I'm going to show not everything. I hope you're able to see the screen. Are you able to see this word absorption? Yes.
Absorption. Yes.
Absorption is what happens to you, which makes you express. For example, Motish could talk about, Motish can talk about construction and various, various things about construction because he has absorbed a lot of information. And these happen through how? Education and experience, right? For example, observing, we learn. This pandemic, I learned even to make kaju katli, badam katli, and people said, you're fibbing, you bought it from a shop. And I told them, where is the shop for me to buy from? I made it myself. I can come to your house and make it if you allow me to. So when you observe, you learn. And then when you listen, all of you are now listening. And some people don't listen, they hear. They'll be playing with their mobile. They'll be sending some WhatsApp message. And then Ravi Ramanathan's speech will be going on side by side. These people will not learn. Why? Listening should be with attention, rapt attention. So that you have to open your video and make sure that you are looking at me, listening to me, and I'm able to look at you. That is listening, active listening, where you are able to repeat every word I say. Now, for example, when someone speaks, if I listen, I will be able to repeat most of the things that he or she had said. So that is called listening. So the absorption happens. Then reading, you learn, of course, experience, and that absorption comes out as expression. Now, all of you pay attention. And when you express, others form impression. Now, I've been speaking for the last 10 minutes and 8 minutes, and you would have definitely formed an impression about me, whether he's good, Within 2 minutes, you can form an impression. Sometimes we're too early, but still a reasonable, good impression all of you would have formed about me. I will ask you a question. I'm sure all of you would agree with me. We have absolutely no qualms or problems in speaking in front of friends. When we are with our friends, we are hey, machi gichi, nada panda, hey, vada inga, hey, vettiduven. Idella eppa pannalam. When we are with our friends, we are free. Like Motish is on Saturdays and Sunday, he unwinds himself totally with his friends. Enga room potte, jaliya, patient, galada paninde. This, I don't know whether he still does it, but probably would have done it. I don't know about him that. Motish? Oh, no, you're the president. I should not talk about your personal life. Okay. So, jokes apart, when we are with our friends, we unwind. We have no problems in expression. We have no fear. But the same person is asked to speak in front of an audience. Oh my God, everybody is looking at me. Sab mujhe dekh rahe hain. Oh my God. Kuch galat ho gaya to. So suddenly you have a fear, and what you say doesn't come out. Why? In many of us, when we talk to the opposite sex, we are not able to, opposite gender, we are not able to speak well. When we see our bosses, we are not able to speak well. In an interview for promotion, we are not able to speak well. Why? With my friend, I'm so comfortable. You know why, my dear friends? Listen to me carefully. When you express, your mind should be on the expression. But when you are doing public speaking, your mind is on impressing the people. Oh my God, I think I should impress all of them. Now, I am so comfortable talking. Why? Because I am doing my best and leaving it to you to form your impression on me. So my concentration is only on the expression. So I do that properly to the best of my abilities. There may be a lot of speakers in your own club who may be better than me. So what? It doesn't matter to me. I give my best. This is my style. So here I am trying to express, I am expressing what I know. But actually in reality, what happens, someone who is scared of public speaking, he expresses on the one side and say my expression should be good. On the other side, his mind says, mind asks, am I impressing? Am I impressing? Am I impressing? So one mind says expressing, one mind says, am I impressing? Expressing, impressing. There is a collision in the mind and you forget what you want to say. So this is the reason people get bold. They are not able to express, oh my God, I want to say so many things, but I couldn't say that. When I saw the crowd, my mind became blank. Why? Your mind is at impressing people. So from today, we have control on the expression. Do that to the best of your abilities and leave it to the audience to form their own impression. Suddenly you find you are the master there. When I was very young in L&T, my father and mother were to go to Kerala to do a program for FACT. The company is still there. It's a government company, a fertilizer company. And my father could not go. They were regular faculty members. Thrice a year they used to go. And one time my father was ill. And what happened? I will tell you after I let you know how to come out of this problem of expression. The small suspense. Now what happened? This is what we need to follow. Express to express. And do not express to impress at the time you express. So from the bottom you read, my dear friends, at the time you express to express. That means जब आप बात करते हैं उस समय पर आपका ध्यान आपका विचार जो बात करते हैं उसमें ही होनी चाहिए. பேசும் பொழுது நம்ம மனசு எண்ணம் எதுல பேசுறோமோ அது இருக்குமே தவிர மற்றவர்கள் நம்ம பத்தி என்ன நினைப்பாங்கன்னு நினைக்காதீங்க. Some of you may not be fluent in English. All of you repeat this beautiful sentence. English is a foreign language. Repeat it.
English is a foreign language.
Yeah, for us, Koreans don't speak good English. Indians, we don't speak good English. But we speak reasonably good. But there could be a lot of pitfalls, a lot of mistakes. So what? English is just a language, but when we don't know Russian language, when we don't know German language, we have no qualm. But when we make mistakes in English, we go inward and we don't express. Oh, you mistake vandalo, I can able to soltene, they has to soltene, mistake undurte, la chiripale, yo, ashingma poidume. English is just a language. Tell people as a preamble, my dear friends, I could make some mistakes in English because I'm from Tamil medium school. So I could make, so in case I make a mistake, correct it yourself. Say that to people and talk. Let them know that you are making mistakes in English. You are paid for your job, not for your English. I may be speaking better than Motish in English, but let me tell you, Motish the technical know-how, competence, over project, project, and the ability and the knowledge. He is great in his line, I'm great in his mind line. That's all. What is so great about, I studied in a school called SAS in Bombay, where this, this English grammar book, Renan Martin, was grilled into our heads. So I seldom commit mistakes. That doesn't mean I'm great. That shows I know the language. So in the complex, remove self-acceptance. All of you repeat it.
Self-acceptance.
நம்ம உடம்பு பிடிக்கணும். குண்டா இருந்தா ஒரு காலத்துல நான் தொந்தி பிரிச்சா அந்த நானே சொல்லுவேன் வாக்கிங் டைனிங் டேபிள்மே. அதுக்கப்புறம் அதை குறைச்சேன். இப்போ 3 மாசம் 4 மாசம் இருக்கு. பட் 9 மாசம் எங்க 3 மாசம் எங்க, அதை நம்ம ஒத்துக்கணும். ஐயோ என் தொந்தியை பாப்பாளே, என் கருப்பு கலர் பாப்பாளே, என் மூக்க பாப்பாளே, என்னோட ஹைட் இல்லையா அது பாப்பாளே, முடி கம்மியா இருக்கு அது பாப்பாளே. முடி கம்மியா இருந்தா சொல்லுங்க பால்டி மென் ஆர் செக்ஸி மென். கரெக்ட்? பால்ட் மென் ஆர் ஆல் வெரி செக்ஸி சொல்லிட்டு போயிட்டே இருங்க வாழ்க்கையில.
True, Ji, Ravi Ji, true, very true.
So you have to have that confidence in you. எனக்கு முடி இருக்குன்னா எங்க அப்பாக்கு இருந்தது, எங்க தாத்தாக்கு இருந்தது, அது பரம்பரை வழியா வருது. So அந்த you should not be bothered about your looks. You should love your looks. எத்தனை பேர் mentally physically challenge இருக்கா? நம்மளுக்கு ஒரு நல்ல செல்ஃப் இமேஜ் இருந்தா தான் பப்ளிக் ஸ்பீக்கிங் பண்ண முடியும். இல்லைன்னா வாய்ஸ் தன்னால, இங்கிலீஷ் தன்னால, அழகா இல்ல, குண்டா இருக்கேன், கருப்பா இருக்கேன், இதெல்லாம் நினைச்சு கருப்பு அழகான கலர் தான். அதை நினைச்சு we go inward and we are not able to bring out what we have. So if you want, you should just express what you know to the best of your abilities and leave it to the audience to make their own impression. You suddenly find you are the master there. That's what I did in Kerala. I was just very young. I'd gone there, and when I went there with my mother, instead of my father, I had gone first time to FSCT. It's a big government organization. So he asked in Malayalam, "Sare evade?" So my mother said, "Vannilla." So yara vandirukana, Ravi vandittana. He looked at me, Ravio, but a sar venallo. I said, okay, I'll tell it in English. How can he do sir's job? My mother said, we have confidence, but ma'am, this time we unfortunately or fortunately, we have all the DGMs and GMs attending. The top cream of FSCT has come and they are sitting in the training hall. And now you are telling me, you could have phoned me yesterday saying, sir is not well. This is after all a factory. We could have postponed this program. This is very bad, ma'am. How many years you know me and still you have done this to me? You have actually stabbed me in the back. My mother said, Ravi can do a good job. But this is not correct. Without even telling me, you just barge in like this. Anyway, no, I can't do anything. I can't go and tell them that the program is postponed. It will look very bad on the training center. It will become big inquiry will be conducted. I will be in soup. So let's go. And this is bad, ma'am. And so he went and introduced me, and everyone saw me. All were 50 plus, 30 years experience, and their ages were several years more than my physical age. Their experience in FSCT was more than my age. And let me tell you, for training, for any profession, the age does not matter. Your confidence matters. What is personality? Not your height, not your weight. Confidence. Personality. English voice. You should bring out the best in you. That is why confidence is what we require in public speaking. So I went there. When I saw them, when they saw me, they rejected me. And this man somehow introduced me. And then he sat down. Within 3 minutes, they warmed up. Within 5 minutes, they were very happy. Within 10 minutes, they totally accepted. If the speaker is accepted, his speech will be accepted. Can you repeat this sentence? If the speaker is
accepted, his speech will be accepted.
நீங்களே என்ன ஒரு மனுஷனா ஒத்துக்கணும். அப்பதான் உங்களுக்கு நான் பேசுறது உங்களுக்கு உள்ள போகும். இப்ப நீங்க ரிஜெக்ஷனே பண்ணிட்டு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன், இந்த ஆளுக்கு ஒரு மண்ணும் தெரியாதுன்னா, no matter how good I speak, don't go inside. So இங்க வந்து திமிர்த்தனம் காமிக்கிறது. Oh, you're all the guys, huh? What Rotary Club is this? Rotary North West ஏதோ சொன்னீங்களே, என்ன நீங்களா Rotary என்ன வாரம் மீட் பண்ணுங்களா, உங்களுக்கு டைம் அவ்வளவு இருக்கான்னு இது மாதிரி பேசினேனோ என்ன வெட்டி கண்டந்துட்டமா போட்டுடுவேன். You have rejected me in the first sentence I have uttered. And if I come and say, good morning, everyone, Ravi Ramanathan, and public speaking, right? So there again is gone. So self-respect and respect, confidence is personality. From today onwards, follow these beautiful sentences, not only in public speaking, in your personal life. When you meet the CEO of a company, the CMD of a company, go inside with confidence that I can meet anyone in this world. Because hum kisi se kam nahi hai. So you should say at the time you express to express. See, we need to impress people. I need to impress you. You need to impress the audience. You need to impress your customers. We're not against impressing people. But in the process of expression, what you need to do is concentrate. So at the time you express to express, and don't express to impress. Automatically you have won the battle. So this is what the secret of public speaking. And you should take care of your looks, dress well, dress to kill. And dress. In fact, I asked Motesh whether I should wear a coat or a tie and all that, because these days I'm wearing just a pant and a half shirt. And half shirt is put inside my pant. It's a semi-formal. They say put a belt, but he said it's up to you, your convenience, sir. Then I said, given the choice. Then he said you can do anything wearing a tie and all is your preference, a coat or a modi coat, whatever that you want to do. Then when I saw him in Modi coat, I was wearing a shirt and a tie. I removed the tie and then wore a Modi coat. Okay, because this somebody gave it to me as a gift. So take care of your looks. That looks good. Then the behavior, how you behave, no sign of nervousness, especially in public speaking. Organize. You should know how to handle the laptop, everything, small things, nuances. Then the what you say, don't talk ill of people, don't use abusive language. And last but not the least is how we say. The stressing, stretching and all very important. Now you are able to understand probably why, even though if I'm very fast, the reason is I stress a lot, I stretch a lot. Aluttam tiruttama pesaname thavara drava pesakudadu. Good morning, everybody. Public speaking is very important for all of us. You should express, not impress at the time you express. At the time, you express to express, again, do not, again, do not, express to impress, and impress. In fact, I asked Motesh whether I should include Tamil. He said, fine, you can include Tamil a little bit. No problem at all. That is why I'm including. Otherwise, I can speak without mixing one word. In fact, I do programs in 5 languages. Tamil, Malayalam, Telugu, English, and Hindi. All 5 languages. I'm fluent. I speak in all 5 languages. So I do a lot of training in all these languages, even online or offline. And now again, I have started online programs. Next week, by God's grace, I'm going to Bangalore for a program. Last week, I was in Coimbatore for L&T Defense. They make the equipments for the defense of government of India, the defense department. So this is what you need to follow. And by the way, my dear friends, these are the simple things you keep in mind when you do public speaking. The first one is know the purpose. I'll be very quick in going through these steps. Purpose means why I'm speaking. For me, the purpose of this lecture or this talk is to let you know some nuances of public speaking, though you already know the basics. Second step is the most important one, audience analysis. You have to win the audience's heart. Now, many of you are in business and Corona has affected everyone's business. My business, in fact, last April, I had 7 programs in Russia, Uzbekistan. My tickets to Tashkent were bought by the client for me. 7 programs, not 1 or 2. And all the programs got shelved because of pandemic. How many programs of mine has got postponed? And I have not traveled except that January, I went to Coimbatore for this company called, what is this company? LG, that company I went, and then I went to Neyveli also, Neyveli Lignite. And again, last week I had gone to L&T Defense in Coimbatore. Now, why I'm giving this example is you have a situation where people who are in a business, they may not be able to pay their staff well. They may have reduced it, cut about 20%. L&T Mari Piriya company say, Ipo, Ondra Vashma, Yarikame, increment Kudakala. Ellaru frustrated, Pa. Aval Kenna Vardan Papa. So the employees will want. Recently, I did a program in Chennai, in Sri Parambattur, for a company called Mitra. They are into industrial cleaning. A 2-day program. All the workers, I did program in Tamil, and it was held in Satyam Grand about 20 days ago. Frustration. Company half month salary only was given. So how do you motivate your people? You need to know public speaking. Prepare but before you do that, analyze the audience's mind. In the situation, so they all will be frustrated, very angry, very upset, not minding about the loss the company is facing, the lack of income and revenue. You have to go with them and bring them to your side. So what if you're angry? I don't care. You can leave and go. I don't care. We'll close the unit. So this is called audience analysis. So you should say, I know all of you must be upset. I know this has happened. I know this has happened. I know we have reduced. I know we have cut. I know we have paid only for those who had come. All this we are aware. We have done that with a lot of pain in the heart. First month we were able to manage, but we were not able to manage. When there is no income, there is no revenue. How can we pay you? Even we had problems. I've sold this of mine. I feel very bad to say, but that is how the whole world has become. A lot of people have lost their job. At least we never kicked you. At least we never asked you to leave the job and go. Or வேலை இருக்கதே இப்ப பெரிய கொதுரகமா இருக்கு. அந்த மாதிரி சிச்சுவேஷன் நீங்க எங்க கோஆபரேட் பண்ணி எங்களுக்கு ஒத்துழைச்சேன்னா then we all will grow. So they will take it as their company. So how to motivate the demotivated people, how to motivate the demotivated people and make them work for you can be done through public speaking. அவள்கிட்ட பேசணும், 4 கேள்வி வந்தா அதை தாங்குற சக்தி இருக்கணும், பொறுமையே எடுக்கக்கூடாது. அவ என்ன கேட்டாலும் பொறுமையை இழக்க கூடாது. You should never get angry. So what? Never argue with the audience. Maintain your view with confidence. So you need to know how to handle people who are difficult, people who are agitated, people who are depressed, people who are hurt, people who are harmed. So அந்த மாதிரி சிச்சுவேஷன் பிசினஸ் அந்த மாதிரி நடக்கிறத அவட நன்னா பேசணும்னா என்ன ஆகும், அவளா மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் சைடுக்கு வருவா. இதுக்கெல்லாம் என்ன தேவை, அவளை கூப்பிட்டு வச்சு உட்கார வச்சு நிக்க வச்சு அவளுக்கெல்லாம் ஒரு பேசணும். அவளை ஏமாத்தாம. See, our intentions are good. All of you repeat. Intentions are good. Repeat it.
Intentions are good.
Communication will be good. Communication will be good. நம்ம இன்டென்ஷன் என்ன இருக்கணும், அந்த இன்டென்ஷன் என்ன இருந்து அவ நன்மைக்கான பேசுறேன்னு மனசுக்குள்ள எடுத்துட்டேன்னா அந்த இன்டென்ஷன் அவளை போய் சேரும். இப்ப மதன் எங்க ஆத்துக்கு வரத்த அவர் இந்த இவர் வேற வந்து வாங்க அவர் தெரியும் எனக்கு அவர் பிடிக்கலன்னு. இதே அவர் பிடிச்சா அது மதன் ஆன்லைன்ல பார்த்தது அப்படியே இருக்க, இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் சொத்து அழகாவே இருக்க. என்ன உங்க இளமையின் ரகசியம் என்ன, உங்க வெளுப்பின் ரகசியம் என்ன? ஃபேர் அண்ட் லவ்லியிலே குளிக்கிறேடா
இல்ல ஜி,
நான் கேக்குறேன்.
So,
our intentions get reached to the other person. So that is why you need to be very, very careful. You need to be extremely careful in talking to the audience and know their mind, know their background. Early morning they'll be fresh, before lunch hungry. Sharp tone ennaagum, Madhya Pradesh is full, Uttar Pradesh will not work. So adu mari தகுந்த ஈவினிங் சமயத்தை வீட்டுக்கு போற சமயத்துல பேசுறது ஒரு மாதிரி பேசணும், அது தகுந்த மாதிரி பேசணும். அப்புறம் இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் கலெக்ட் பண்ணி அழகா ஸ்ட்ரக்சர் பண்ணி ஸ்பீச் எடுக்கணும். இன்னைக்கு மேடம் என்னை பத்தி ரொம்ப அழகா பேசினா. She was able to remember everything. I said, the Padipa, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is this. I would like to introduce Ravi Ramanathan, director of Ramanathan. அப்படியே பேட்ட படிக்காம இங்கே இந்த கொஞ்சம் அங்கே இந்த கொஞ்சம் அங்கே இந்த கொஞ்சம் இங்கே இந்த கொஞ்சம் அடுத்த கலவையா போட்டு ரொம்ப அழகா பண்ணா. Give back to madam. Her voice was also very nice and English was also excellent. So அது மாதிரி அதுக்கு தான் டெலிவரி அவுட்லேயே சொல்லுவா. ஸோ என்ன ஆகும்னா, இப்போ நீங்கள்லாம் வந்து இப்போ நான் இன்னைக்கு எனக்கு லைன்ஸ் கிளப்ல கூப்பிட்டா 2 hours on personality development பேசினேன். அங்க போய் நிக்கிறத சவேரா 500 பேர் இருந்தா பிஃபோர் பேண்டமிக். நான் என்ன பேச போறேன்னு எனக்கே தெரியாது. பிகாஸ் பண்ண என்ன ஆகும், உள்ள போய் எது தேவையோ அது மட்டும் வெளியே வரும் பை காட்ஸ் கிரேஸ். பட் அந்த மாதிரி சிச்சுவேஷன் அடையறதுக்கு முன்னாடி யூ கேரி a card. எங்க போனாலும் if you want to speak in public, carry some points. ஒரு கார்டுல இல்லைன்னா பிபிடி யூஸ் பண்ணல. இப்போ ஒவ்வொரு பாயிண்ட் பத்தி நான் பேசினேன்னா my lecture is covered. So PPT or a card or a combination of these. அந்த கார்டை வச்சுட்டு அழகா அதை ஜஸ்ட் கொட்டை எழுத்துல வச்சுக்கணும். அந்த கொட்டை எழுத்துல வச்சுட்டு அதுல இருந்து பேசினா ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா you will not forget the fear of public speaking. That's an insurance. இல்ல என்ன ஆகும்? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome the chief guest, Mr. S.L. Sastry, sir. Thank you so much for coming. And we also thank the guest of honor. உங்க பேர் என்ன? அந்த சமயத்துல மறக்கும், அஷட வழிவோம். The red shaded man with a beard. இந்த மாதிரி சொல்றது மதன்னு மறந்து கொடுத்து. So the red shaded man with a beard. என்ன மனுஷனா மிருகமா? So அந்த மாதிரி இல்லாம ஒரு பாயிண்ட்ல அவர் பேரை எழுதி வச்சிருந்தோம்னா மறக்காது. This is called delivery outline, fool proof. இதை வச்சுன்னா போறோம். நெக்ஸ்ட் practice. Practice na என்னது? அபியாசா. Practice 1 or 2 times the points that will make you really confident. And finally deliver. இதுதான் முக்கியம். அழகா நிக்கணும். First I said express to express, don't express to impress. Then I said confidence is personality. You should love yourself, love your English, love your style, love your face, love your body, love your knowledge. There may be 1,000 people better than you. No one can make you feel inferior without your permission. Don't give that permission to people. I am good in feeling. போங்க அங்க போய் நில்லுங்க. கார்டுல ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணிட்டு ஒரு 5 minutes or 10 minutes ஸ்பீச் தகுந்த மாதிரி பாயிண்ட்ஸ் எடுத்துட்டு போய் வெச்சுங்க ஃப்ரண்ட்ல. அது வெச்சுட்டு கடைசியில உட்கார்ந்து பார்த்து raise your voice and start. Automatically, in fact, there are course that we do programs. In fact, August 14th, one day before Independence Day, we are starting our offline course as well as online course. எங்க சைட் பேர் ramnathans.in. So a lot of people enroll for both the courses. So உங்களுக்கு எது சௌரியமோ அதை எடுத்துக்கலாம். So அதுல என்ன பண்ணுவோம்? We make you speak, we give you voice training like ka na pa fa sa da ba ma boy koi nai poi fai sai dai boy my. So இதெல்லாம் ஒரு half an hour lecture எல்லாம் பண்ண முடியாது. So அந்த மாதிரி கொடுத்தோன்னே என்ன ஆகும்? ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா அவருக்கு அந்த தைரியம் வந்துடும். அந்த ஐ கான்டாக்ட் எக்ஸசைஸ், அப்புறம் வந்து என்னது அந்த ஜெஸ்டர் எக்ஸசைஸ், கை யூஸ் பண்றது எக்ஸசைஸ் எல்லாம் இப்படியே வச்சுட்டு இருப்பான். சில பேர் இப்படி இடுப்புல கை வச்சுட்டு இருப்பான். This is how they stand, or they start doing this, or they stand like Swami Vivekananda. Because கையை கொண்டு எங்கடா வைக்கிறதுன்னு தெரியாது. Some of you had detachable hands. So what we suggest is keep it in the front. But தொந்தி ரொம்ப பிரஷ் எடுத்து என்ன வந்துருமோ இங்க வராது. சைட்ல அப்படி வச்சுக்கிறோம். அப்புறம் கையை அழகா அப்படி கொண்டு வந்து இப்படி இல்ல, எல்போல இல்ல, gesture should be from the shoulder level. That's called gesturing. அழகா ரொம்ப தள்ளி நிக்காதீங்க. You will start swaying. If you keep it close, you lose your balance. So 8 inches, 10 inches, காலை ஸ்ட்ரைட்டா வச்சுக்கணும். Not like Charlie Chaplin. மாமாவுக்கு குடுமான் இல்லாம ஸ்ட்ரைட்டா வச்சுக்கணும். Chest out, stomach in. But stomach இல்லைன்னா ஒண்ணும் பண்ண முடியாது. Many men have the same problem. Ever pregnant, never delivered. At least ladies deliver. நம்ம மென் அப்படி இல்லை, வாழ்க்கை பூரா பிரெக்னென்ட், கஜ கர்ப்பம்பா. ஸோ அழகா அப்படி உள்ள எடுத்துட்டு அழகா நின்னுட்டு அழகா ஆடாதீங்க. ஒரு ஃபிக்ஸ்ட் மைக் இருந்ததுன்னா ப்ராப்ளம் ஆகும். மைக் will not move with you unless you have a collar mic or a hand mic. So அழகா நிக்கிறது, that's called posture. Use your hands. எல்லார் கண்ணையும் பார்க்கணும். He is talking to me, he is talking to me, he is talking to me feeling கொடுக்கணும். And last but not the least is raise your voice. Avoid mannerisms. இங்க வந்து இந்த போடியத்தை இப்படி பிடிச்சிட்டு சில பேர் அப்படிதான் பண்ணுவான். போடியத்து மேல இப்படி பிடிச்சிட்டு தபக்கில் இந்த போடியத்தோட கீழே வந்து போறான். அது மாதிரி ஆயிருக்கும். So அதை பிடிக்காம, once I believe, one priest in a church did this, and he was a very senior church, and it was a fully packed. He said, I'm coming. When he said the third I'm coming, he fell with the podium and mic on himself and a poor old lady in the first row. So he said, I'm sorry, ma'am, it's all my fault, please pardon me. She said, no, father, it's not your fault, it's my fault, father. You gave me 3 warnings, I did not move away from it. So அந்த மாதிரி போடியத்தை பிடிக்கிறது, இது இடுப்புல கை வைக்கலாம் இல்லாம அழகா நின்னுண்டு, ப்ரொஃபஷனல் மாதிரி நின்னுண்டு, கை அழகா, அதுக்காக ஆர்மி மேன் மாதிரி வரைச்சு நிக்க வேண்டாம். கை அழகா யூஸ் பண்ணி எல்லார் கண்ணையும் பார்க்கணும். அது என்ன பண்ணுவோம், ஒருத்தர் கண்ணை பார்த்தா அவர் நம்மளே பார்த்துருப்போம். ஐயோ என்னையே பாக்குறாரு, நான் யாரு, எங்க இருக்க, நீ யாருன்னே தெரியல, எங்க இருந்தா என்ன. So you start forgetting what you want. So you avoid. தலைக்கு மேல பாப்பா, ஃப்ளோரை பாப்பா, இல்லைன்னா வாலை பாப்பா, இல்லைன்னா சீலிங்க பாப்பா. அப்படி இல்லாம சில பேர் மாமனார் மாமியார் பார்த்துட்டு இருப்பா. இந்த மாதிரி இல்லாம you should see everyone into the eyes. பண்ண பயம் போயிடும். மிரர் எக்ஸசைஸ் பண்ணுங்க. மிரர் நில்லுங்க. If you want to improve public speaking, உங்க அந்த பாத்ரூம்ல மிரர் பார்த்து, my name is Ravi, I did my schooling in Bombay, then I shifted to Chennai, did my BCom in Loyola, simultaneously I finished my ICW Inter, joined CA and finished everything. The first time I joined L&T, was there for 6 years, resigned my job and went into training on public speaking. டக்குன்னு பண்ணுங்க, கண்ணை பார்த்து பண்ணுங்க. உங்களுக்கு பப்ளிக் ஸ்பீக்கிங் எப்படி வருது பாருங்க. மிரர் எக்ஸசைஸ் சொல்லுவா. ஆனா ஆத்தருக்கு வாடு சொல்லுங்க பண்ண போறேன்னு, இல்லைன்னா லாக் பண்ணிட்டு பண்ணுங்க. இல்லைன்னு சொல்லுவார், கார்த்தார் கூட மதன் சார் நல்லா தான் இருந்தார், இன்னும் ஆயிடுத்து அவருக்கு அப்படின்பா. So make sure you tell them in advance. So these practices, looking at the eyes of everyone, raising your voice, enjoying speaking without any mannerisms, good evening, இதெல்லாம் mannerisms. And ரெண்டாவது வந்து கை ஆடுறது, இப்படி பண்றது, பேனை வச்சு விளையாடுறது, இதெல்லாம் பண்ணாம இருக்கணும். So time almost ஆயிடுத்து எனக்கு. In fact, 2 minutes exercise எடுத்து 1 minute exercise.
Very interesting.
என்னமா?
Very interesting going on.
32 minutes after this. So what I would like to say is, first you should have the energy to speak, and for that you should have good habits, in the sense sleep for 7 hours and have proper food, and then you should prepare what you want to speak. அது வந்து ஒரு அழகா information gather பண்ணி அழகா எடுத்து வச்சுட்டு ஒரு கார்டுல அந்த points, it is only called memory points. It is not that you are going to read the speech. Never read a speech, never memorize. One lady in our class, she memorized a 5-minute speech. 4வது நிமிஷம் ஒரு வேர்ட் மறந்துட்டா. The beautiful women and sorry, I'll start from the beginning. So on the money, you will be embarrassing everyone with that. So instead of that, what you need to do is have a few practice session. 2-3 is enough. Don't practice the whole day. Minadi card vechingo, points vechingo, and then tell yourself, I'm good, my confidence is personality, I love myself, I have no inferiority or superiority complex. Ellarum madingo, alaga smile panni, good evening, I'm very honored to be there in front of all of you to deliver this speech. No, sandoshama aramingo, and I'm sure you act confident. மூச்சு பிடிச்சு விடுங்க. when you get oxygen inside, you feel more energized. So இந்த மூச்சு வந்தோனே என்ன எனர்ஜி வரும். லாஸ்ட் பர்சனை பார்த்து ரேஸ் பண்ணி ஆரம்பிங்க. act confident. you're not confident, act confident. அது கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சம் என்ன ஆயிடும், கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா வரும். and யாரையுமே ஹர்ட் பண்ணாதீங்க. don't get into argument with people. tell them that okay, according to you this is right, according to me and this is right. we have a difference of opinion on the same subject. விட்டுடுங்க. so அந்த மாதிரி இருந்ததுனா you'll suddenly find that you know the purpose. let me go to the 8 steps. Analyze the audience, gather the information correctly, structure it, write the whole speech. But I have never written a speech. And in case you read a speech, don't read the speech, speak out like what madam did. Have the main points so that you don't forget. Practice with those points and finally deliver. So these things, if you do, I'm sure you'll be able to do a good job. And as I said at the beginning, you have to remember that confidence is what is real personality, not your color. And you have to accept yourself totally. Despite your problems in English, you have to accept it. And remember, English is just a language for communication. It doesn't mean that you're great. It only shows you have command over the language. And உங்களை பிடிக்கணும். இந்த ரோட்டரி கிளப்ல 20-30 பேர் இருக்காரு. உங்களுக்கே உங்களோட நல்லா பேசுறா இருப்பா. அது பார்த்து don't have பொறாமை. learn and become like that, but don't develop jealousy or feeling, oh, nalla pesranda ivanla enda ivan sattha. No, never think of all that. Ellarum nanna irukonu nenengo, and you'll suddenly find you are able to excel because you have your style. Nobody can copy your style. So you have your style, you stand properly, look at everyone, and that makes you a leader, and that makes you motivate your employees, that makes you motivate your children, that makes you motivate your family members, because people are there. It is not that only in formal meetings you speak in public. Even at home, with a relation circle, when there's a function in the house, you need to stand up and address. என்னோட கசினோட பொண்ணு கல்யாணம் ஆச்சு, அங்க போய் நான் கலாடா பண்ணிட்டேன். எல்லாரும் உண்மையை உட்காந்து எழுந்து எல்லாரும் கேம்ஸ் விளையாட வச்சு, எல்லாரும் மிங்கிள் பண்ண வச்சு, எல்லாரும் டான்ஸ் பண்ண வச்சு, they said, Ravi, you made the entire thing so lively. எல்லாம் டல்லா உட்கார்ந்தோம். நீ வந்தோன்னா அந்த இடமே அப்படி ஆயிடுது. ஏன்? எனக்கு இன்ஹிபிஷன்ஸ் கிடையாது. Please repeat this beautiful sentence. There is no point. Please repeat. There is no use of being shy. Cholungo.
There is no use of
being shy.
I told about my friend S.N. Subramaniam. 2 years ago, his second son's marriage, he sent me tickets and I went to Jaipur. நானே பொண்ணு எல்லாம் போனோம் கல்யாணத்துக்கு, ரெண்டாவது பொண்ணு கல்யாணத்துக்கு. ஒரு பஞ்சாபி கல்யாணம் பண்ணிட்டான். இவ வந்து பிராமின்ஸ், and அந்த பொண்ணு வந்து ராஜஸ்தான்ல செட்டில். ஒரு பியூட்டிஃபுல் டெஸ்டினேஷன் மேரேஜ் in a palace looking hotel. And you won't believe, சங்கீத்துக்கு 1000 பேர் வந்திருந்தா. And I gave my name, 3-minute song, and everyone professional dancers, big stage with professional dancers. And I gave my name for a 3-minute dance. I have never entered a dance school in my life, not even one class I've attended. So when I was about to go, the dancers came, professionals said, sir, aapke saath nachenge, we can do on the spot. I said, no, I'll dance alone. And I danced alone in front of 1,000 people. First I started with Bhangra, then I went to Bharatanatyam, then I went into Western, then I went to Kathak, and finally ended with Dapangut. And how many people told me I dance well? They were asking me, how many dance schools you have, which countries you have dance. I said, I don't have a dance school. I've never learned dance in my life. அந்த மனசுல இருந்து ஆடுறது தான், அதான் டான்ஸ். அது மாதிரி பாடுறதும் I can do well by God's grace. நான் பாட்டு கிளாஸ் போனதே கிடையாது. ஏன் சொல்ல வரேன்னா, அந்த ஷைனஸ் கிடையாதுனால தான் என்னால முடியாது. ஸோ பப்ளிக் ஸ்பீக்கிங்க்கு இந்த ஷைனஸ் தூக்கி போட்டு யாரு என்ன வேணா நினைங்க. இஃப் யூ laugh at me, all of you say this beautiful sentence. If you laugh at me, சொல்லுங்க.
If you laugh at me,
that is your problem.
That's your problem.
யாரோட சிரிக்கட்டுமே, சிரிச்சா சிரிக்கட்டும், that is their problem. எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு நான் பண்றேன்னு நினைச்சு அதுக்காக don't make a fool of yourself. But what I mean to say is, if you are convinced about something, speak out, express, dance, sing, and you'll suddenly find that you're able to talk in front of even 1,000 people. I have talked in front of 3,500 people also in Sri Lanka. For 2.5 hours I spoke. Nobody got up and went. 2.5 hours பேசினேன். ஸ்ரீலங்கா தமிழ்ல பேசினேன். என்னோட ஆத்து தமிழ் தான். அவட்ட சொன்னேன், நான் பாம்பேல படிச்சவன், எனக்கு ஆத்து தமிழ் தான் தெரியும், இந்த இலக்கண தமிழ் தான் தெரியாது. ஓகேன்டா. எனக்கு I can't change my style because the audience is different. Then I'm not being Ravi Ramanathan, I'm being someone else. So ennachu, they loved it. So why I'm saying this is, you be yourself. Don't impress others. Express to express. If you express well, automatically the listener will be spellbound and they will get impressed. That is the secret. And do your best. Prepare well. Do not go without those points wherever you go. So that is an insurance looking at you. Yeah, here I am. And if you need me, you touch me, you see me. And in the bold letters, illana ipdi en paaka vendukku paper eduthu kaiyila vechukonum. And mari illama you should be able to do a good job. And we wish you all the very best. And people like us, we do training programs to develop the public speaking skills of people. You can always enroll yourself for any of the courses that is done by anyone in the city, not necessarily us, so that you're able to fine tune and put into practice whatever you have learned. Or try it out. இந்த நீச்சல் உள்ள போட்டு அடிச்சு கத்துப்பான், நம்மளால கத்துக்க முடியும். யாரோட உதவியும் இல்லாம ஒத்தாசையும் இல்லாம கத்துக்க முடியும். So this is what you need to do, and that will develop a leadership that will also make you a motivator, that will motivate your people, and you will be feeling happy with the result that have come out. So I hope I'm sure I've covered the points that were probably in your mind, and I thank Motish, Madan, and Bala, and everyone else who are responsible for our being here or my being there. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wish you all the best in your career in public speaking. Okay.
Fantastic, sir. Fantastic. That was so nice, so energetic, so full of energy. So with that, I would, there's a 10-minute question and answer session from our Rotarians. Probably few of them have some questions. If anybody has his thing, can I? Yes, sir. Please, sir. Please go ahead and ask your question. Unmute yourself and then ask your question.
இதுவே பப்ளிக் ஸ்பீக்கிங் பேரியர் போய்டும் கேட்டாலே. அவ என்ன நினைப்பா?
Arunji,
yeah.
Arunji, are you able to unmute? You can ask your question. You have a question?
It was good evening, sir.
சொல்லுங்க.
வெரி நைஸ் செஷன் சார். எனக்கு வந்து இந்த ஸ்டேஜ் ஃபேர் எல்லாமே நிறைய இருந்தது. எல்லாம் வந்து போனாக்க மேல போய் நின்னாக்க அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்து டோட்டலா டேமரிங் தான். அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்து என்ன பேசுறது என்ன வந்து டோட்டலா பிளாங்க் ஆயிடும். அது வந்து எப்படி ப்ரிப்பரேஷன் பண்ணி போகணும் என்ன பண்ணணும்ன்றது வந்து வெரி வெல் narrated and it was very excellent sir. I tried to attend your program coming for August 14th. I tried to join your program sir.
Okay, fine. Thank you so much.
I tried to come off. Thank you very much for the inputs.
Oh, thank you so much. Point edinu ponga. That really give you the point.
So nice. Yeah. Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah. Audience, any questions you have, please raise your hand so that I can unmute you and then probably add the pin so that you will be able to ask your question.
எனக்கு நிறைய ப்ராப்ளம் இருந்தது. இந்த ரோட்டரி வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறமா இந்த ப்ராப்ளம் கொஞ்சம் கம்மியா இருக்கு. உங்க ஸ்பீச்சை கேட்டதுக்கு அப்புறமா எனக்கு ரொம்ப ஹாப்பியா இருக்கு. லைக் டெஃபினெட்லி எனக்கு வந்து யூடியூப் சேனலுக்காக நான் எல்லாமே ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஐ ரியலி வாண்ட் டு அட்டெண்ட் டு யுவர் ப்ரோக்ராம் அண்ட் டூ மோர் வெல். பிகாஸ் நான் வந்து யூடியூப்காக நிறைய எபிசோட்ஸ் எடுத்துட்டு இருக்கேன். பிகாஸ் என்னோட லைன் இந்த ஈவெண்ட்ஸ்லாம் யாரும் யூடியூப்ல போடுறது எல்லாம் சமையல் அதெல்லாம் தான் போட்டுட்டு இருக்காங்க. ஸோ ஐ தாட் வை நாட் ஐ டூ சம்திங் இன்னோவேட்டிவா பிகாஸ் மை சன் இஸ் ஜாயின் வித் மீ இந்த பிசினஸ். அதனால எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் நிறைய ஃப்ரீ டைம் இருக்கு. பட் ஆஃப்டர் டாக்கிங் உங்க பேச்சை கேட்ட உடனே எனக்கு நிஜமாவே ஒரு யான பலம் வந்த மாதிரி இருக்கு. I'm very happy. I really want to attend your program on 14th.
Thank you so much.
Raviji, there's a question from our past president, Rotarian Sharath. He wants the presentation what you have shared with us. Can you just mail it to us so that some
sentiment reason அனுப்புறதுல கையால வேணா எழுதி. ஆமா, அது அனுப்ப மாட்டேன். கையால எழுதி அனுப்புறேன். நான் மோதிஷ் குமார் அனுப்புறேன். And that can
fantastic.
Sentiment reason வேற ஒண்ணும் மார்க்கெட்டிங் கிடையாது. ஒரு சீக்ரெட்டும் கிடையாது.
No issues sir. Absolutely fine. Thank you so much sir.
நான் என்ன காமிச்சேன்னு அதை கண்டிப்பா நான் எழுதி அனுப்புறேன். நாளைக்கு டைம் கொடுங்க. எனக்கு இப்போ இதுக்கு அப்புறமே எனக்கு அமெரிக்கால ஸ்டூடெண்ட் இருக்கான். அவளுக்கு நான் கிளாஸ் எடுக்கணும். நிறைய ஆன்லைன்ல நிறைய ஃபாரினர்ஸ் எடுத்துக்கிறான். பட் இந்த பொண்ணு தமிழ் பொண்ணு.
Fantastic sir.
சொல்லுங்க ஜானகி. அன்மியூட் பண்ணுங்க ஜானகி.
Yeah.
ஜானகி ரமணா ஜானகி என்ன பேசுற?
ஜானகி ரமணா
இப்படி ஆடிட்டு இருக்க. என்ன சொல்றேன்னு சொல்லுங்க. ஒன்னும் புரியலையே குருவாயிரப்பா.
Janaki Raman sir, we are not able to hear you. Unmute பண்ணிட்டாளா? Did you unmute?
ஆடியோல ஏதோ ப்ராப்ளம்.
இல்ல திருப்பி நான் ask to unmute போடுறேன். No sir, you have to unmute. Yeah, now try. பேசுங்க சார். இல்ல சார் கேட்கல.
இப்போ
கேக்குது. சமந்தா கேக்குது. சொல்லுங்க.
சூப்பர்.
சரி. நான் ரவி சாரோட கெஸ்ட் மதன் சார்.
சூப்பர்.
மதன் சார், நான் ரவி சாரோட கெஸ்ட். குட் ஈவினிங் ஒன் அண்ட் ஆல். மோதி சார் குட் ஈவினிங். நான் ரவி சாரோட ஸ்டூடெண்ட். அவங்க மதர் கிட்டயும் நான் கிளாஸ் எடுத்திருக்கேன். அவங்க ஃபாதர் கிட்டயும் நான் கிளாஸ் எடுத்திருக்கேன். such a wonderful family. என்னோட ஹோல் ஹார்ட்டட் ஐ எம் ஒர்க்கிங் இன் CPCL as a SOS.
கரெக்ட்டா புடிச்சிட்டீங்க சார் ரவி சார்.
எங்களுக்கு ரவி சாரோட ஃபேமிலி ஃபுல்லா ஃபாதர் மதர் அண்ட் ரவி சார் நிறைய கிளாஸஸ் எடுத்திருக்காங்க. நான் அவரோட ஸ்டில் நான் பேரம்பேத்திலாம் எடுத்தாச்சு. இருந்தோம் நான் ரவி சாரோட ஸ்டூடெண்ட். அவரை பார்க்கணும், இந்த கொரோனா பீரியட்ல பார்க்க முடியலன்றதுனால ஐ லவ் ரோட்டரி கிளப் கிண்டி. ரொம்ப பெருமையா இருந்தது. ரவி சார் இதை எனக்கு அனுப்புறச்ச நான் ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருந்தேன். அவரோட கிளாஸ் அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணிட்டு தான் நான் இப்போ தைரியமா பேசுறேன். நீங்க எல்லாம் எனக்கு யாருன்னே தெரியல, இருந்தாலும் அவரு
how did you check in? Some of my friends want to check in, they couldn't check in. கழுவற மேல நடுவர
சொல்லுங்க சார். ஆமா சொல்லுங்க.
உங்களோட ரோட்டரி கிளப்புக்கு ரவி சார் நீங்க
show your face.
hi sir. ரோட்டரி கிளப்புக்கு நீங்க ரவி சார் அழைச்சதுக்கு first of all thanks to Rotary Club of Guindy.
Thank you.
I am very proud sir.
It's a pleasure.
Such a nice human being.
Thank you sir. Thank you so much. நானும் இதுல one of the part வரணும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். அது எனி இது நீங்க எனக்கு கம்யூனிகேட் பண்ணலாம். I'll give you my cell number. அப்புறம் ரவி சார் கிட்ட சின்ன ரெக்வெஸ்ட், அவங்க டான்ஸ் ஆடுவாங்கன்னு சொன்னாங்க இல்லீங்களா, அருமையா பாட்டு பாடுவாங்க. நம்ம உங்க கெஸ்டுக்கு உங்க ரோட்டரி கிளப்புக்காக 4 வரி வசீகரா பாட சொல்லுங்க.
Oh my God. Not too much.
சார் ஆமா சார், நேயர் விருப்பம் சார், இது பாத்துட்டீங்க சார்.
நான் தான் சொல்லி கொடுத்து சொன்ன மாதிரி அவர் வரப்போதே தெரியாது.
அதெல்லாம் கிடையாது. வசீகரா 4 வரி
ஸ்டேட்டஸ்ல போட்டிருந்தேன், அதனால தான் தெரியுது. அடிமழை வரும் அதில் நனைவோமே, குளிர்காய்ச்சலோடு ஸ்நேகம், ஒரு போர்வைக்குள் இரு தூக்கம், குழு குழு பொய்கள் சொல்லி என்னை வெல்வாய், அது தெரிந்தும் கூட அன்பே மனமதையேதான் எதிர்பார்க்கும், எங்கேயும் போகாமல் தினம் வீட்டிலே நீ வேண்டும், சில சமயம் விளையாட்டாய் உன்னாடைக்குள்ளே நான் வேண்டும், வசீகரா என் நெஞ்சினிக்க உன் பொன்மடி தூங்கினால் போதும், அதே கணம் என் கண்ணுறங்கா உன் ஜென்மங்களின் ஏக்கங்கள் தீரும், நான் நேசிப்பதும் சுவாசிப்பதும் முந்தையவா தானே, ஏங்குகிறேன் தேங்குகிறேன் உன் நினைவால் நானே நான்.
சூப்பர் சார், சூப்பர்.
ரோட்டரி கிளப்ல சத்தியமா இந்த மாதிரி நடந்திருக்காது, இந்த ரோட்டரிக்கும் நடந்திருக்காது இந்த மாதிரி. Hey Manohar, hi. My friend Manohar has joined from London. He stays in London. Wave your hand, Mano.
Thank you.
London. Okay.
Ravi sir, thank you once again. Madan sir.
It's our pleasure. Thanks for bringing in that sweet voice to us, Janaki Raman.
Thank you.
So nice of you. Yeah.
Thank you.
I have Mr. Suresh Kumar. He's our Rotarian. Okay. So he has a question. Probably Suresh ji, are you able to unmute yourself?
Madan ji, this is not a question. I just wanted to share something from the heart. I think fantastic. The energy he brought inside this room was amazing. I mean, the vibrancy. I mean, always we remember when somebody talks, as he rightly said, it's not the personality or it is not the attitude. It is the way you speak, and that is proved by his energy. And this energy is definitely can transform a lot of people. I'm sure that he has got a lot of followers in this world. So my special congrats to him, and I would look forward to attend this program in the futures as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy my classmate, another classmate of mine, Lata Haridas, she has also joined. Good.
Oh yeah, sure. Super sir, super.
Sir, adding
Motish's permission before I send it to them. He said, okay, you can.
Yeah. Sure.
I don't do it without.
No, adding to Suresh point, no, sir. When our speaker, Ramanathan said, no, you have to talk from heart. He is a person, Ramanathan sir is a person who follows his heart. Actually, whatever he preaches here, talks here, is not only for the presentation. He follows it 100%. In a small example, I said, I've started my career, first project with him. We casually spoke. He had some good chain, gold chain, all these things. At the time, we were just starting my career. Sir, chain nalla irukku appdi solittu I just spoke. You wonder, I think after 1 week, he surprisingly gifted me a gold chain.
Oh, wow.
Actually, I don't have much relation. There is a first project I'm doing for a small construction, additional construction for him. Was introduced by a common friend, but not much relationship. I said, your chain was good, sir. Next week he presented me in a gold chain. And one more thing, there is a housemate called I don't know whether I can say this, called Bhuwana. I know we have done this construction in 2004. They are working as maid for their home for past 20 years.
Oh, now 37 years.
She is working around 37 years now. He is now constructing a house for her around a budget of 25-30 lakhs just next to their house. No one will do this actually. That is a great, kind person.
Actually, budget is 45 lakhs. I've spent 45 lakhs already. 20th annikku inauguration. And the paisa enge irundhaduna ennoda insurance and wife insurance 20-25 lakhs undu adu appadi avar kuduthittom.
Wow.
Super.
Amazing, sir. Amazing.
In the 20th annikku inauguration, ground floor avalukku first floor pullaki, second floor second pullaki. Each 550 plus mela terrace ellam romba nanna by God's grace nanna vandirukku.
Wow.
And in the 20th annikku inauguration, adu Karul Arul Motish also helped me a lot in this. Being a moral support for me, and it is
superb, sir. Superb.
அது நம்ம பகவான் கொடுத்தா எல்லாரும் கொடுக்கணும். அது இன்சூரன்ஸ் பைசா நாங்க உடனே பிளான் பண்ண நானும் வைஃபும். அது வந்தா உடனே அவளுக்கு தான் அந்த பைசா சொல்லிட்டு.
சூப்பர் சார், சூப்பர் சார். இப்ப மோதி சொன்ன மாதிரி நான் ஒண்ணு சொல்றேன் சார். உங்க வீடு ரொம்ப அழகா இருக்கு சார்.
இந்த
ஒரு வாரம் கழிச்சு ஏதாவது
ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ப்ராஜெக்ட் இந்த ரூம் கட்டினதே மோதிஷ் தான்.
Oh, very nice.
This is my bedroom actually. This was built by Motish, the first project of Motish.
Fantastic.
Super much, sir.
So nice. Super. Fantastic. Any more questions from members?
No question.
Okay. All right. Fantastic, sir. So moving ahead with the agenda, may I now request our past president T. Sridhar to propose the vote of thanks. Sridharji,
yeah,
floor is yours.
Thank you, Srimati, Lata, and Manor for joining.
Thank you. Okay. Good evening, all. At the outset, I would like to thank our President Motish and Secretary Madan for this opportunity. I would like to thank our guest today, that is international trainer on public speaking, speaker of the day, Mr. Ravi Ramanathan, for sparing his valuable time with us today and shared his knowledge and experience. And it was very lively. It was live, but it was very lively. Training is only one area where you need constantly to train yourself before you train others, which you have seen very clearly from Mr. Ravi's presentation today. Today's presentation was just like a 2020 T20 cricket match. He's almost resembled like a Srikanth to me today.
True, very true, Ji.
What I understood is Mr. Ravi is simply an all-rounder and master in public speaking and training. All-rounder because he has conducted training in many companies A to Z. He has traveled widely for training A to Z cities and countries. He has given interviews for various TV channels A to Z. He is all-rounder in his profession, that is in accounting and other things. He's a good dancer, singer, and so on and so forth. Goes on like that. So from my bottom of the heart, I would like to extend my special thanks to Mr. All-rounder A to Z, Ravi Ramanathan. Thank you, Ji.
Thank you so much. Thank God he said from the bottom of my heart. He didn't say the heart of my bottom.
Superb. Yeah.
Okay. Next, I would like to thank Rotarian Muthukandan rendering the four-way test today. Also, I thank Rotarian Pranay sharing the thought of the day. Also, I thank the avenue directors who had presented the information on the respective avenues by Rotarian Srikanth Anandal and Rotarian Anuradha and President. Also, I would like to thank Anne Sivagami Ramanathan for accepting and introducing our guest speaker today in her own style. I would like to thank all members who have participated today in weekly's meeting. Last but not least, I would like to thank the Zoom technology for connecting all of us from remote to attend the wonderful session. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Adding to Sridhar sir, I just also thank guest of Ramanathan sir, Janaki Raman, Lalita.
Thank you so much.
And all the guests of our speaker, and also all my change maker presence who joined today. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Can I take Mano? Thanks, Srimati, thanks, Lata, Motish, thanks a lot, and Madhu, Madan, everyone, Bala, Janaki Raman, everyone. Bye then.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Madan sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, we have few more announcements to make. Yeah.
I will leave if you don't mind.
Yeah. Please, sir. Please carry on. Thank you. Thanks for your presence here, sir. Yeah. Fantastic. So moving on with our agenda, the next is the avenue information. So let me go with the birthday celebrations first. Divya, Anne of Rotarian Motish Kumar, our president, is celebrating her birthday on 6th August, along with Samyukta, Anne of Rotarian Ramesh Khanna. Then we have our Narmada, Anne of Rotarian Sundar VS, is celebrating her birthday on 7th August.
Wow.
Alekya Reddy, Anne of Rotarian Jani, and Kritika, Anne of Rotarian Ravichandran, and Rohini, Anne of Rotarian Sithani, are celebrating their birthday on 8th August. Sumati, Anne of Rotarian Bhupati, is celebrating her birthday on 9th August. Ritika Devi, Anne of Rotarian KS Sridharan, and Ali Aksar, Anat of Shabir Kothari are celebrating their birthdays on 10th August. We are having the district award function, T20 awards, Trailblazer Awards night on Saturday, 7th of August from 4 p.m. onwards at 4 Points by Sheraton at Mahabalipuram. The next speaker meeting, the floor to stand up for the National Anthem. Give me a second, I will share the screen.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Request President Motish to adjourn the meeting.
This Rotary Club of Guindy weekly speaker meeting adjourned. Secretary.
Thank you.
Motish sir, nice program sir, well organized. Rotarian Samala Shivakumar from Golden Star.
Thank you ma'am. Thank you for joining.
Thank you sir. Thank you.
Rocking change maker.